Open box 1 of 3 to locate the assembly manual and hardware box. Set panels aside. Open hardware box and set contents aside. Open box 2 of 3 and set panels aside. Open box 3 of 3 and set panels aside. You can now begin the inventory process to ensure all parts are present. Keep some of the styrofoam from the packing. This will be helpful when attaching the gate legs. Starting with the bottom panel G, flip the board to show the threaded insets for attaching the 5 T2 locking plate casters using 20 8x16 fix bolts and enclosed Allen wrench. Flip the board over. Attach 10 C1 cam bolts to the top side of panel G using a Phillips head screwdriver or power drill. The cam bolts will need to sit as flush as possible to the panel to ensure the panels will connect in a later step. Note, the 2 center cam bolts on panel G are not centered on the panel. This will be important when attaching panel G in a later step. Set panel G aside. On the left side panel X, attach 2 C1 cam bolts. Tip: use a small amount of WD-40 to screw them down. Insert 8 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel X. Use a mallet to tap the dowel pins in as far as they'll go. If using glue for the dowel pins, only glue in one side. This is 100% optional. Set panel X aside. Panel Z, attach 2 C1 cam bolts and insert 8 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel Z. Set panel Z aside. Insert 8 D1 dowel pins into the edges of panel Y. Now we need to confirm which side is the top and bottom on panel Z. The measurement of the bottom of the panel to the soft close rail is 2 inches. The top of the panel to the soft close rail measures 3.5 inches. Label the top and bottom with a sticky note. This will help you later. Switch to panel X. Measure the bottom of the panel to the soft close rail, which is 2 inches. The top of the panel to the soft close rail measures 3.5 inches. Label the top and bottom with a sticky note. Next, we will assemble the cabinet shell. We will assemble with the panels upside down. This makes assembly easier. Attach panels X and Z to panel Y, inserting cam bolts into cam locks. Tighten the 4 cam locks on panel Y by turning them clockwise, 180 degrees. Attach panel G to panels X, Y, and Z. Tighten 10 cam locks on panels Z, Y, and X, and apply the C2 cam covers. The center cam bolts on panel G will only fit into panel Y if panel G is positioned correctly. Be careful to align cam bolts on panel G correctly with cam locks on panels X, Y, and Z. Lock the 5 casters. Make sure the casters are locked and flip the cabinet over onto its wheels. You will need someone to help you with this step. Attach 2 H1 butt hinges using S1 screws to panels O1 and O2, 4 total. Attach S5 alignment pins to the top of each panel O1 and O2. Flip each panel over and attach M magnet plates to each panel O1 and O2 using S2 screws. Set aside the magnets for later use. Attach T1 casters to the bottoms of each panel O1 and O2 using the enclosed wrench. Locate the pilot holes on panels X and Z and attach the H1 butt hinges on panels O1 and O2 using S1 screws. Here's a quick tip. To help support the gate leg panel while attaching the hinges, use styrofoam on the packaging as shown. Now to prep the top panels. Arrange the top and leaf panels with the pilot holes face up. Attach 10 C1 cam bolts to panel A. Attach M magnets, 2 per panel, to each panel A1 with S1 screws. Attach 6 H1 butt hinges using S1 screws to panels A and A1. To determine how to attach the top panel, take a tape measure and measure from the center cam bolts to the edge of the panel. The front will measure 19.5 inches and the back will measure 20.5 inches. The front of the cabinet has the soft close rails. The back will have the shelf pegs. Label the panels with sticky notes to help you later on. You'll need another person's help for the next step, attaching the top panels to the cabinet shell. Grasp panels A and A1 as shown and gently lower onto panels X, Y, and Z, inserting cam bolts into cam locks. Tighten cam locks and apply C2 cam covers over the cam locks. Attach 4 C1 cam bolts to panel L. Repeat with remaining 3 panels. Insert 1 D1 dowel pin into the edge of panels L1 and L2. Repeat with the remaining 3 L1 and L2 panels. Attach panels L1 and L2 to panel L, inserting cam bolts into cam locks. Turn cam locks 180 degrees clockwise to lock. Apply C2 cam covers. Slide in drawer bottom panel L4 into the grooves on panels L1 and L2. Attach panel L3 to panels L1 and L2 using S3 screws. Attach H handle using 2 B2 fix bolts as shown. Repeat with the remaining 3 drawers. Starting with the bottom drawer, fully extend the cabinet's rails, align drawer rails, and slide drawers into the cabinet. Listen for the click. Gently open and close the drawers a few times to engage the soft close mechanism. Repeat with the remaining 3 drawers. Press P1 pegs into the pre-drilled holes as shown, at whatever height you wish. Make sure the pegs are located along the same line to ensure the shelf panels will lay flat. Slide panel E shelves with cut grooves downwards on top of P1 pegs. Assembly complete! Happy sewing!